Most people are posting content completely wrong. And the truth is, after this video, you won't be one of them. But first, let me ask you something real. It's something you have to be honest with yourself about. Are you the problem? And are you the reason your content isn't performing well? Now, I know that question is going to sting a little bit, but it's something that you have to sit with. And I guarantee if you give yourself a couple of seconds to actually think about the things that we're going to dissect in this video, it's going to give you the insights you need to level up. Here's the thing. Before we even fix your content, we have to first define what performance means. Is one view enough, or do you need millions? Is it likes that you want? Is it followers? Is it shares? Is it more comments? What exactly are you looking to get? Or is it something that's even deeper? The truth is, most people end up chasing numbers before they even figure out what their mission is. What is your objective? Are you trying to funnel people into a business? Are you trying to build a personal brand? Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Do you want to develop the skill of communication? Or are you just sharing your life with no real goal? Because here's the truth. Everyone's definition of success is going to be different. Everyone's definition of performance is going to be different. We have to define first what your definition of performance is before we can move on to why your video isn't performing well. If you're in affiliate marketing, performance means conversion over time. If you're building a brand, performance means building trust over time. If you're building a personal brand, performance means building trust and connection with your audience over time. If you're selling a service, you don't need millions of views and tons of comments and thousands of likes. What you need is the right eyes, the right audience to speak to the right person. Here's the truth that you don't want to hear. Low views don't automatically mean that you're doing a bad thing, and it doesn't automatically mean your content is bad. But what it does mean is that something is missing. In the beginning of anything, any process you're starting, any journey you're starting, whether that be the first time you're going to an open mat to train jujitsu, whether it's the first time you're going to the gym to work out, or if you're just starting a diet for the first time, there are 1,000 unknowns that are unknown that you don't know you need to be good at in order to be good at something. So are you the problem? Yes, if you quit. If you stop posting because you weren't getting any views, you are the problem. That's not looking for performance. That's not looking for success. That's your ego not being stroked. That's not strategy. That's, I didn't get what I want, therefore I stop. But let's be honest. Most people don't quit because it didn't work. Most people quit because it didn't happen fast enough, meaning it didn't happen on my timing. You expected results on your timeline based on your timing and not based on God's timeline. And God's timing is always perfect. And if God gave you what you wanted before it was time for you to receive it, you would end up missing pieces to the puzzle and it wouldn't be complete. Meaning, if you're not complete, if the content isn't complete, if your strategy isn't complete, if your focus isn't complete, if the mission isn't complete, then how could you receive what you need? And when you didn't receive what you wanted in the time that you wanted it, guess what you did? You walked away. Some of the most well-known speakers and communicators in our generation didn't have packed out rooms when they first started. Tony Robbins didn't have packed out rooms. He had less than a dozen people show up to his events when he first started his seminars. The Instagram page School of Hard Knocks, I think they had 50 followers and over 200 posts before their content blew up. Now they get millions of views and they've interviewed over 40 billionaires on their channel. That doesn't happen by quitting at video 200. 200 videos. Let that sink. Let's be honest. You don't see the grind, you see the glow. And that's not your fault. Most people are taught to sell the destination, not the flight, to sell the vacation, not the journey. So oftentimes, you don't see the journey of people's success. You only see the destination. You only see where they landed. And to a degree, that's part of some people's game, but that's not going to be the game that I teach you guys. What I'm going to teach you guys is how to stay on track in your own journey so that maybe one day you end up being the overnight success where people are looking at you and coming to you asking how you did it. And guess what you're going to be able to say? You stayed consistent, you grinded, and it took time. Because guess what? That's the truth. That's how everyone makes it. Kobe didn't start out one of the greatest basketball players in NBA history. He had to work to get to where he was. LeBron James, he was most likely born crazy athletic. But at the end of the day, the understanding that he has for basketball came from playing basketball. It didn't come from being in the game and then quitting and then coming back and then quitting and then coming back. No, it came from dedicating his life to the game. But let me just set this straight. Don't get in the game if you're not willing to stay in the game. If you can't cook noodles correctly and you're not trying to learn how to cook noodles correctly, don't even walk in the kitchen. Because the real path to the top isn't viral moments. It's consistent value over time. And that's what a lot of you guys aren't willing to do, is put in the time. But if you put in the time, you'll get the result. We don't live in a hype economy anymore. We live in a trust economy. People don't buy from who's the loudest. People don't subscribe to who's the most good looking. They subscribe to who's the most consistent at delivering value over time. If your audience can't even trust you to show up consistently, why should they follow you? Why should they like your videos? Why should they comment on your videos? Why should they be sharing your videos? Why should they even be paying you any attention when there's people out here posting 10, 15 videos a day, 2 videos a week, 3 videos a month? They're showing up more consistent than you are. And that's the only reason they're getting better results than you are. So let's dissect this question one more time. Are you the problem? If you quit early, yes. If your expectations are unrealistic, yes. If you're not consistent, yes. But here's the good news. What that also means is that you're the solution. Show up, adjust your expectations, play the long game. In the stock market, all the experts say repeatedly, the best game to play is to buy and hold for the long term, not to get in and get out. You can't play risky business and expect for business to be good, because success in this space isn't given to the most talented. Success in general doesn't come to the people who are most talented. We all know who Tom Brady is, and we all know his story. It's given to the people who stay in the game the longest. And all you have to do is spend more time in the game. That's it. That's the video. I wanted to make it super fast, short, and to the point. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment. We'll be back next time.